Hey, this is John Howell here from tradinginvesting4you.com. In this video, we are going to be looking at the S&P 500, see what's happening right now, and see where it's likely to go moving forward. But before we do, I just want to let you know that I'm running a free 2-hour training event. See that link right there? That link is just below this video. After you finish watching this video, because I'm going to give you a lot of cool tips and tools and techniques, should I say, to actually view the market and how to actually understand the market a lot more, okay? But after you finish watching this video, click that link below right there, and that link is going to take you to a page where you can register for a free 2-hour complete training event where I'm going to teach you all the details and steps to 2 amazing strategies, okay? So go check that out afterwards. Now, let's get into the analysis now. Now, obviously, everything I do say in this video is general advice only. I don't know your personal situation, and obviously, the market is really, really risky, and I wouldn't be doing you an advantage of telling you otherwise. Okay, so it's important that you take these tools and combine them with other things that we use as well to form a really powerful, strong trading system. But here we go. We're on the S&P 500. We're looking at the daily chart now. Now, the first thing I'd like to do first from looking at that is move it over to a weekly chart. Okay, let's move this over to a weekly chart. So now we're looking at a weekly chart on the S&P 500. And clearly we can see that we're in a couple of things here. Firstly, let me show you this here, is that we're still in a major bull channel to the high side. Okay, and if I just create another parallel trend line, we can see probably, is there something through there? Maybe something through there. Okay, where you got the bit of resistance there, touch there. So there's probably a bit of a channel through there, but you also have something else going up through here as well too. So you probably have these main trend lines here as a support and resistance to the market. Okay, so we're in a major bull market at the moment. Major bull market. You can see this is the previous major high up here. Market came down, really ricocheted to the high side and came back up, came back down, bounced off the exact same trend line down through here. And now it's ran to the high side up through here. And now we're simply making a double top. And as you can see, the double top right there, that's exactly what we're seeing right now. And it's sort of faltering through there right now. Now, all I do say is when we actually hit a resistance level, it's important that we notice it as a pause or reversal in the market. Meaning this is that if a market actually hits a resistance level and it doesn't reverse, it just simply pauses, that's a continuation move, okay? But we still need to wait for the confirmation. I'll explain what I mean in just a minute. So moving forward, we can see this market's made a massive double top, but now recently we're actually struggling to move on the downside, aren't we? So we can see massively on a weekly upward trend. Now let's go over to the daily chart. And now if we look on the daily chart on a smaller time basis, we can see what's going on here. What do we see? Well, we see that we have this major upward trend line through here, and this is from that point through there, okay? And then we have these touches through there, a touch through there, or just broke through but came down through it, and a touch through there. So that line's pretty strong to me. And you can see recently it's been having problems of breaking past that level through there. Plus we also have this trend line down through here as well too. That trend line down through there. Clearly see resistance, and it's supporting all through here as well. And then it broke down through there. So all I do see is, what I'm seeing now is this. We're at a double top level, okay? Let me just do this. Let me make it so it's not extended. Set that as a default. So all I can see now is we're at this major big double top. We'll call it probably a triple top on the actual daily chart, right? So here we are, we're actually on probably a triple top basis, but a big massive double top on the weekly chart there. And what we can see here is we can see that we're at a major resistance line through here, okay? And all I do say is this market is at a major double top, but the interesting thing is if I just remove this trend line through here, let me just remove that. And let me just remove that for now, just so we can clear the chart up so we can clearly see what I'm talking about here. If we notice one thing here, notice how the market has it's stair-stepped up, came back down, stair-stepped up, came back down, stair-stepped up, came back down, stair-stepped up. Noticing the interesting thing is that we are still overall making major highs, okay? A lot of people are talking about how this might be the end or the start of something or something like that. But we are still making overall major highs. And until we start to break this level through here, which is the overall ultimate trend line, then I think we need to start thinking this is likely to continue to the high side. But again, we need to wait for the confirmation. Now, what is the confirmation? The confirmation is this. If we delete this trend line here, so again, we can get a good clear look at the chart. The confirmation is this. We can clearly see that this market's had a big run up through here, okay, and then a run back down through there, and now it's had a big run up through here, okay, and now it's running down through there. But if we have now, because it's running down through there, if we have a look at this, all we need to do is we need to just draw the trend line from, not the highs, we could draw that trend line from the highs, meaning connect the highs up through there, and then just draw it down through there, okay, or we could connect it from here to here, and as we can see, that's the more relevant trend line. See, as we're drawing trend lines, it's important to have the most relevant one. Relevant simply means the market you're respecting that more. You see, a lot of people say to me, John, how do I draw trend lines? How do you draw trend lines? And it's not such as an art, it's a science. I mean, it's not an exact finite level. It's basically saying, okay, which trend line gets the most validity? Which one actually gets the most bounces? So as you can see here, this one here, if I just took this trend line away, you can see that we have maybe a bit of maybe a bit of action going through there, okay, but not much. I've always found that if I delete that, and I always found that if I draw on the open and closes and not the actual wicks, that I get a more valid more valid trend line through here. And as we can see, that's really valid through there. The only point was that little wick through there, but it actually ended up opening there, came up and closed through there. So that's really valid. And if I zoom in a bit now, and let me just create another parallel trend line. And now let's just extend this out a lot more. Okay, through there. Okay, probably just bend it out a little bit, but just to make sure that we have a good channel through there. And there we go. Okay, that's our channel. All right. So if we squeeze this up a bit more now and have a good look at it, look at that. What we're actually forming right now is one massive bull flag, right? One massive bull flag. And here's the interesting thing: because we are at this major overall double top. And where's my drawing tools again? There we are. Because we're at a major double top through here, or call it a triple top, because this market is actually pausing through here, I mean it's not actually going down a lot, that means there's a lot of buyers through here. And because there's a lot of buyers through there, that simply means that if we do start to get a break into the high side, we're likely to run hard. Okay, so all we do say is this, is that as soon as, right now it's really still iffy, but I'm still saying more upside is likely to come. Our stochastics are getting way down here. Even if we get another couple of down days through here, we have this major trend line to come into place, and our stochastics are giving us a big massive turning point through here as well. Okay, and as you know, the stochastics can actually give you some major turning points in the markets. Now, sometimes not even major turning points, right? But as you can see here, back in April or mid-April, you can see that point in stochastics right there. Look exactly what happened to the market at that time as well too, right? Then you can see exactly what happened again in mid-May, right? We had a little point down there in mid-May. And then you can see what happened to the market. It had a little rally up. Now, it didn't have a complete rally up, but it had a bit of rally up. The point I'm trying to say is that whenever we get these stochastics in this oversold section, we're generally likely to get a bit of a run. And on top of that, we can see here on sort of mid-May to start of June, we can see that little divergence there between the lows. We can see that the stochastic is making higher lows, right? But the market is making lower lows, meaning lower troughs. Stochastics are making higher troughs. The market was making lower troughs, and therefore we had divergence, and therefore the market continued up. So the stochastic is a very powerful indication of when the market's getting exhausted either way, when the buyers are getting exhausted or sellers are getting exhausted. And due to the fact that a combination of things, that the sellers are not taking this down a lot, and the stochastics are getting almost down to that oversold section at 20, is showing me that we're likely to, the sellers are getting tired, and the buyers are likely to come back in. But here's the interesting thing: the sellers haven't actually been doing much, right? So if the sellers have just been going down sideways through here, and then we're almost at a oversold section on the daily chart, that simply means sellers haven't been doing much. Stochastics are down almost to the oversold section, and now they're getting ready for a turning point, and the sellers are weak here. Okay, buyers are strong, sellers are weak. I'm thinking that if we do get a close above here, okay, close above this trend line through here, then we're likely to see a lot more upside to come. All right, fantastic. Well, that's the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, keep an eye out for everything that I've talked about here, and no matter what happens, come down to tradinginvestingforyou.com, okay, and check us out there, and also make sure you click on that link below there. See that link right there? That's below this video. Click on that link right there if you want a lot more education like this, but also a more so detail of strategies. We'll come down and click on that link below. Go over there. We've got 2 full detailed strategies to teach you exactly step by step by step. When you finish watching this training event, you will know how to trade 2 of the best strategies that I can personally teach out there. And my opinion, it's one of the most powerful strategies going around. Okay, so click on the link below. Head over there right now. Okay, so also make sure you come down to tradinginvestingforyou.com. That's our website. Come down and check us out at Facebook at facebook.com/share trading mastery, and also come down and check us out on YouTube. If you're not watching this on YouTube, somewhere else, our YouTube channel is youtube.com/trading and investing. All right, fantastic. Click on the link below right now, and I'll see you on the training event. See you guys.